it do, what it is, what it ain't.
What's good with y'all? You know, Spill the Beans podcast. My boy Mike Real. Y'all know what it is. Tuck over here. Welcome back. We got a lot to talk about. Big weekend that just passed. NFL, college, Martin Luther King Day. You know, shout out Martin Luther King, obviously. But yeah, what we got?
So on the docket today, so obviously as everybody knows, Ohio State Notre Dame last night. Ohio State walked away with the natty for the first time. What year was that?
We ran away with that shit, man.
Since
I told y'all them boys was cool.
2014.
Final score 34-23.
Y'all know what happened.
Notre Dame tried to come back at the end, wasn't enough.
First 14 won that. First 12 team won that. I think it's just something with the first. You know what I'm saying? We just got to be the first. That's what it is. So start the 16 team next year so we can win that too.
Hey man, I've been talking to a lot of Michigan fans today, and they said they beat the champion, and they happy with that.
That's cool.
They said, and I saw some earlier today too. Do you ever think there'll be a truly undefeated school to win the whole thing, or do you think Michigan last year was the last year that ever happened with this new system?
Clemson did the year Trevor Lawrence, right?
Well, Michigan is the last school to do it.
Yeah.
Last year. Do you think that's it, or do you think there's a potential?
It's always a chance, you know. You
with
never
all
know
those
how.
extra games, 'cause they almost playing the NFL regular season schedule now. They play 16, 17 games,
Yeah,
13,
but with the
they
new
play
playoff,
13 regular season.
depending on if you get
Never.
the bye or not. But if you don't get the bye, you didn't go undefeated.
well, you could have.
You could have.
So that's
but-
why I'm saying it just depend on the team. Like, you know, you got these teams that's up and coming. They might not play tough competition, but you know they happen to win their playoff games.
Not disrespecting Boise, but
Yeah.
almost kind of like a Boise where
Where they could go undefeated because they don't play a higher level of competition, and then when they get to the playoffs, it's like
but they would have to win.
They still
They have to win
deliver.
out again.
That won't be the last. That won't be the last time we see an undefeated.
I feel like with the NIL, I'm not ruling it out, but with the NIL and how
It
kids
is
are,
harder.
I feel like it's gonna be harder, man. I don't think it's gonna be.
We should have
out.
went undefeated this year. Both games we lost, we should have won. So that's why I'm like,
But you
you're a play away from winning, from going undefeated. So I don't think that like
I'm not saying it'll never happen.
I'm not saying it's easy, but
I
when
feel
you're a
like it's
team
a lot
like that,
different.
like it ain't hard to go undefeated. Like, bro, think about all the times Bama went undefeated. Think about all the times Georgia went undefeated. All the
But
times
it's
Clemson went
different.
undefeated.
The only difference is though when they went undefeated, they was in the national championship. They didn't have to play
there
no
wasn't no
playoffs.
NIL either, and like the whole cliche of like.
But you get what I'm saying? Now it's like
But that's what
anything can happen in the playoffs, just like how in the NFL. So
That's
Or
what
even
I'm
just the
saying.
NIL deal,
That's
because
what I'm
back then,
saying.
like those Georgia teams had a starter as their
Yeah.
first string, second string, third string. Now
And they
that's
have
what it's
longevity.
That's
too.
what I'm saying. Like, okay, Georgia got put in a bad spot because their quarterback got hurt.
Yeah,
Right.
correct.
Now, if you tell me Ohio State go undefeated this year, and they get an easier road to the Natty, nobody was gonna beat them. They did lose 2 games, but if they did, nobody was gonna beat them.
yeah.
Like coming into the season, it was already said like if this team don't win it all, it's a failure. Like
But to
It's a
piggyback
huge-
on paper,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
this
huge.
team was supposed to be undefeated.
Yeah.
So the fact that they wasn't, it's like y'all still won like y'all was supposed to, but y'all really shouldn't have lost the game.
Because, I mean,
And they
it's
shouldn't.
football.
No
Any
game
given
should have
Sunday.
even been. Yeah, but I don't think it's the last time we see an undefeated team win it all.
I kind of piggybacking off of what Mike said though, like the NIL changing it, like
You can
they
buy
not-
a team. So why if you
Yeah,
can
you
afford to
can
buy
buy
the
a
best
team,
team,
but
you
that
can win.
interest ain't the same though. It's just like if I'm playing for
Like,
a ring
I see
and
what
you
you're
playing
trying- I
for
see where
money,
you're going with this.
you got 2 different. You feel me? You can check out. The person that's playing for money can check out whenever
Or
they got
even-
paid, whatever.
It's almost going to take that kid to be humble too in some of these programs to go
Yeah.
like, if you going in, you're a 5-star, I'm a 5-star, at whatever position.
But everybody
But,
not
like-
getting no crazy NIL money.
Yeah, you're right.
Gotta-
That's what
everybody
they're gonna be chasing.
But that's the.
But
that's
if-
what
if
they-
you-
I'm gonna keep it a straight bean. I'm gonna keep it a thou out with you. Most of the people getting big NIL money,
Yeah.
they know they're going at least, bro. They going first round of the draft. Travis, like Jeremiah Smith, Caleb Downs, people that's really getting paid.
get that.
Arch Manning, like these is.
But what's the
guaranteed, like,
first meal that
round
not want to
pick.
come to that campus? Because I know that I can back. Let's say like Ohio State and UCLA. Let me just make up another school. So let's say Ohio State really wants me. I'm a dog, but you already there because you top dog. It
Right.
used to be I would still go there. Not
Because
saying
I
this
know
is
that
every
eventually
school.
it's gonna be me
But now it's like, well, I can go to UCLA,
and make what
make
you making.
what you making,
And
my
play.
name's not as big, and still play.
So
That's
it's
what's
like
happening.
you
That's
don't,
something
there's
you
no
do.
incentive to go into a program
Ohio
because
State just changed that whole narrative though, because yeah, people saying, oh, they bought that team, they did, but and Acho, and I don't even like him, he said it best. They had all these people on this team who could have been selfish. Caleb Downs could have stayed at Bama.
Yeah,
The
that's
DB
what I'm
was
saying.
loaded.
That's what I'm
Quinshon
saying.
Judkins, he could have stayed at Ole Miss, or Travion
Yeah,
Henderson
that's
could have
true,
been like,
that's true.
I think
I
all these
agree.
records. I'm not sharing my reps.
but is that trend gonna
Emeka
stay?
Ibuka, before
Yeah,
the season
that's the
started,
real question.
That's
before the season started, he was the #1 receiver returning to college football.
I know.
But he
He
almost,
wasn't even the #1
but
receiver
he
on the
almost,
team
yeah,
this year.
yeah. I mean,
So-
he had to set the back seat last
So
year with
if
Marvin.
you see a team, even with the NIL, with a selfless mindset, just win it all, people gonna want to buy into that. Like, damn, they did it. We need to do that. Like, we can do
That's
that. We could still get paid
But-
and win.
but
Of course, you
now-
gonna have your ones out there that's, man, I'm just trying to get. I ain't no guarantee
The
I
only
get drafted,
difference-
so I'm gonna get the bag while I can.
The only
But you
difference
gonna
in
have
that
people like
is
that.
those players was they in a mixed era, so they was in it where there wasn't no NIL, and then it was. So they when they got
Who?
into
What
school, like you just said, it
Man,
moved
NIL
on
been
them.
around since 2021.
But it wasn't as big as it is now, where
Because
they
it's just
paying
like the
everybody.
NFL.
You know what I'm saying?
You get more.
It's only
money
gonna
every
keep
year.
evolving.
So what I'm saying, they had more
He was a freshman,
intent
so
to get a ring.
He wasn't gonna get no crazy bag coming in.
I
when
mean-
NIL came around.
I'm just saying though, that's what I'm saying. Those freshmen now, they going to whoever paying them.
But it's more money available now because boosters know and schools know.
Because
Yeah,
even
we
like,
got-
because
we gotta
even
pay to play.
Even like a
You
Carson
gotta pay to
Beck,
play.
he could have like Georgia and Georgia offered him to say
Yeah.
Alabama. Now we don't know if he really went there
I
because
wasn't
his
offering him
girl,
to cut my
but
grass.
the amount of money Miami gave him,
$10 million allegedly.
allegedly. I mean,
You see what Travis Hunter said?
Like, why would I even
If
go
he
to
getting
the
10,
NFL?
I need to go see if I can get 100.
yeah, why would I even go to the NFL? I mean, I'll play another year here, and hopefully, I mean,
Nah, you only saying that
Well, I'm
if
just
you crossing
saying-
back because
Yeah,
you're
because-
not going first round.
Yeah.
You might not even go second. Now, when you Jeremiah Smith and you gotta, I'm trying to get 3 more, you gotta correct yourself
but
and say
it's two very
2
different
more
positions,
because he
too,
knows
So.
I'm gone. Like,
So let me ask
I'm a
you-
first round draft pick as a freshman, so I'm gone in 2 years. Like, I ain't gonna even be here a senior year. That ain't even questioned. That's why he said, I'm trying to get 3 more. 2 more.
2 more.
I'm gone. Like, so
That's funny.
money to him, he gonna
Yeah.
get, and NIL, it's gonna come to him regardless.
Yeah.
Like, but like, he not hurting because he knows, like, no matter what, I'm going first round. Like,
Yeah.
so he ain't, he's
It's gonna
really,
be
he's
interesting
trying
As
to
of
win.
today though,
Because even like this
That
past
has
year,
changed.
He would have been he would be a first round draft pick in today's draft.
it's interesting
Right.
to see because I feel like this year's transfer portal was insane. So I'm assuming next year, well, this coming season,
Telling you they
it's going to
going
be
with the money,
the
yeah.
same thing. Where you're going to have kids that are talented that can go, well, I can play here and be selfless,
We
but
finna
I can go
read-
there and make money, and I'm still that dude. So
I mean, but you still gotta think like a lot of these kids don't got, you feel me, great backgrounds as far as like finances.
a lot of these
So
kids are getting
some
paid in
of them
high
is
school
gonna be
too,
like,
though.
That's
Those
what
are
I'm
getting
saying.
paid in high school.
I'm gonna go get this bag.
But some of
Forget
those
a
kids
ring.
are already making
My
that
mama
type
need
of money.
help. My mama need help. I'm going to get this bag.
That's cool.
If I make it to the
That's
league,
cool.
I make it to the league.
That's
If I get a
cool.
ring, I get a ring. But
That's
I'm getting,
cool.
I'm
not
getting
gonna
a check
tell-
right now
I'm
to
not
take
gonna-
care of my
I'm
family.
not gonna tell no kid not to get their bag, but at the same time, at the end of the day, you want 100,000 or you want 100 million?
Yeah.
When you want that, you feel me? Give me
Everybody has
100,000
a different
now. Give me 100,000 now. I'll make it 100
It's the
million.
same thing with
But if you make me wait 4 years for that 100 million or whatever, you don't know. I might not make it to 4 years.
You might you go to the right program. You ain't waiting for it. You 3 out.
That's where coaching
Bring
and
it out.
culture really gonna make a difference in
Jeremiah,
these NILs.
he gone. Who else go first round? Arch Manning. He'll be a first round pick next year because he'd be eligible for the draft next year. People don't remember he's a sophomore,
Yeah.
so he going first round next year.
So,
He don't even gotta really do nothing crazy. Ain't really no quarterbacks coming out next year, so he'll be first round.
do Juggins stay or do he go?
He don't have to. He
What,
ain't- he
I'm
don't got
asking
nothing-
what y'all think.
He don't got nothing else to prove.
Only thing if he would even care about is being team up north. But I mean, you won a natty.
I don't
You
think he
wrestled.
cares.
That's what I'm saying.
Because he was only
That's
there
what I'm
this
saying.
year.
He did what he came
I mean,
to do.
outside of that, what else would he need to do?
He don't even really need to do that. Like, yeah, he played for the Bucks, but that ain't why he came there. He
Yeah,
came
that's what I'm
Make his,
saying.
Last
make
night,
his value go up. Because if he came off as a running back this year,
That's what I'm saying. I
he'd
mean,
be what, like 4th, 5th back?
He would probably be on the latter half of the
Probably.
10.
You got Ashton, you got Caleb Johnson.
You
Y'all know who that is.
Trey.
You got Scatterbo.
Caleb Williams. I said Caleb. What is his name?
I said-
No, Caleb Johnson.
You got Scatterbo.
Henderson. I mean, I said Hendrickson.
Trey
Henderson. He gonna be in the draft too.
He ain't above Junkins though.
I think they're.
I don't know.
It's
It depends on what you're looking for at that
I
point.
say he ain't above Junkins just because that, like, Junkins was like, he came over to be running back one, but him showing, I mean, both of them can do it and they do it well, but Junkins showing that he can block is gonna be his stop
that-
block. Like,
yeah.
he really can block.
Yeah, he
So,
was blocking.
like,
his-
So
And
does he stay
rushed-
or do he
bro,
go?
He rushed for 1,000 yards and at least 10 touchdowns in every season he played in. He don't got nothing else to prove.
So he
He
gone.
rushed. Yeah, he gone. If he's
I would
smart,
think
he
he's
gone.
gone.
You don't got nothing else. 'Cause you gotta think about it, bro. As a running back,
You just putting.
ain't gonna be
miles
too
on your
many.
legs.
Yeah, ain't gonna be too many
Yeah.
first round running backs,
So
bro.
he
So
get that.
They're,
Get
if
that
they're,
bag, but
especially these past few
that
games,
bag.
wasn't been like 2, 3.
even if
Two.
he stayed at Ole Miss and went for he would like
He was gonna get drafted regardless.
yeah he gonna get
Yeah.
drafted, but like first round. Ashton, he only going first round because he ran for 2K.
Yeah.
Like he was the best running back by far. Don't get me
Him
wrong.
and
but
Scatterbo are gonna be.
Yeah.
The Scatterbo's the same
he
thing.
ain't
Where
going first round.
he might not go first round. He's gonna go in the second. He ain't gonna go past second round.
I don't even think he's the second best.
So
back.
Trey
I don't even
and
think
Chuck
he's the
is gonna
second
be
best
on the
back.
bottom half of the bracket.
Bro from Cincinnati that go to Iowa, Caleb. He
Oh,
cold.
yeah.
He like Garrett
he's
Henry.
nice. I mean, then
He run
regardless
hard,
how
he
you feel
run
about
hard.
Jeremiah Love in the moment, Jeremiah Love is gonna be a top back too. So
No, he's not, bro. He ran for 3 yards last night, and he sprained his
I mean,
ACL.
he had-
Nobody want that nigga, bro.
I mean, he had 3 carries. I mean,
Because he couldn't go nowhere. We want Ohio State. Put him in the dirt.
Hey.
Tiger Craig. That's what they said. Careful what you wish for.
Careful what you-
Careful
Always.
I know. You gotta be careful what you wish for, buddy.
but to keep it moving. So this weekend we got the conference championship games, NFL. First game of the night, Commanders Eagles. That's at 3:00.
I'm going with J5. I told y'all. I said I thought Detroit was gonna win but what did I say after that? That's a
Sleep.
scary
That's a
team.
scary team.
They don't got nothing to lose.
I ain't
But
gonna lie.
this week, depending on what the weather is, I'm going with.
And you know what's
They
crazy?
played
Like
a
our
really rough-
picks last
Yeah,
week
they played
that we
good.
made those picks early in the week.
Yeah.
So like the weather, like in that Rams game,
It
Eagles
wasn't,
game,
yeah.
because I think I even told you if I knew the weather was gonna be I wouldn't even pick the Rams.
Eagles.
I would have picked the Eagles.
I still would have picked them because I think their quarterback is mid. I still would have picked the Rams.
I would have picked the Eagles.
Rain,
on the
sleet,
weather.
But you got against Hurts, man.
I just don't understand how you can throw for 2,900 yards and 18 touchdowns
Hey,
and you can get paid 50 plus million.
second
I just don't
NFL
understand
champ,
that.
second NFC championship.
It's not because of him at all.
He the quarterback.
And
So
He
so
plays
that-
some type of
so-
role.
he had 100 yards passing. Ain't no quarterback play good this week besides Jaden Daniels.
But that ain't their strength. though.
Lamar
That
played-
ain't never been their strength. Was
Who?
passing.
That's the problem. You got AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goddard, the other
But they-
receivers,
they
and,
win
and,
games.
and your strength is not
you see
in
why
games.
you see why they targets going down? 'Cause
They win
going
a
to
lot of
Saquon.
games because they had a good O-line, so they always gonna
They
have
got
a good running
great
back.
And that's what I was
And
about to say.
And
Because
their
everybody goes,
defense is back what it was
'Cause, I
when it
mean,
was winning before.
they
So
were
it's
winning.
like-
What they
They
do
were
last
winning
year,
without
they
Saquon because, like
they
you
was
said, they have
mid.
an old line.
They was mid last year.
Because I mean, none against DeAndre Swift. DeAndre Swift is in
Just
behind
like
that line.
Saquon.
Miles Sanders,
With DeAndre
Kenneth Gainwell. What's his name? What's a Scott? Whatever his name is. Scott was doing decent behind that O line. I mean, the O line's O line.
Right.
Now you put Saquon in the mix, that's a whole
Yeah,
nother
last year,
level. And we saw that.
Swift's second year behind that O-line.
Well, he had 14. Oh, he should have, but
Teams was
Jalen took off.
Teams was hip to him. They didn't do that great. Their defense wasn't as good.
So they only
didn't do
good
that
this
great.
year because of Saquon.
I wouldn't say
Yes, and that defense is back good.
the defense is back good
The
again.
defense is
and
good
they
again.
they've always had a solid run game under Jalen Hurts.
I've never watched the Eagles game and said they won because of number one. Never.
But it ain't about he don't lose them the game either. So
Back to what I said. Game manager.
I think so you're alluding
He's
to
not even top
if,
10.
if it comes down
He's not
to
a top
his
10
arm,
quarterback.
they're gonna lose the game.
Yes.
if he got to throw them out of
Yes.
the game, they gonna lose.
Yes.
But the problem is, no team all year really has been
Forced them to
forced
do
them to
that.
have
Because
to
they
do
got
that.
a top 2 O-line
And-
and a
exactly.
top 2
So-
running back.
So it's if that's what we got, why would I even have my quarterback?
They ain't have a
Do
top 2
all
running
that.
back before he got there, and he still wasn't slinging the ball like
But
that.
he took them to the Super Bowl.
He didn't take him to the Super
He
Bowl.
was a
That
part of
defense
him.
carried him to the Super Bowl.
Defense was nice.
He was a part
Now,
of them
he
too,
made
though.
plays
Like
all
you
the
can't
way.
say you can't just
Defense-
negate what he
Technically,
did.
regardless if you like it or not, he was up for MVP discussion before he got
Right.
hurt.
Why was he up? Why was he up for
Before
MVP?
he got hurt
Why
that
was he
season,
up
he
for
didn't play the last
Why was he
two
up for
games.
MVP discussion?
Because he was pulling them touchdowns.
Whose touchdowns was he scoring? You
And
already
it-
said.
and it was
Well,
them-
no, this was the year before.
This was
the
the
Super Bowl
tush
year.
push,
So that was Miles
that's the
Sanders.
only
Miles Sanders had a decent year that year
His
too.
numbers are inflated, bro. He was up for MVP because of them rushing touchdowns. The most touchdowns he ever thrown in a season is 23. That's not even top 10.
So
How can you not be top 10 in a quarterback category? You're not top 10 in your position, but we gonna say you up for NFL MVP. How does that make sense? It don't. You're not top 10 in your position, but we gonna say you up for MVP? How does that make sense? Because he's getting 1-yard touchdowns that don't belong to him.
He's still in
The same thing
Hey,
Josh
I
Allen
was about to
been
say
doing.
Josh Allen's been
Allen.
doing it his whole career too.
Niggas stealing niggas touchdowns out here. Man,
So who you got?
So you got
5. Going with 5.
go Jaden.
Going.
First rookie
If they
ever to
can-
make
if
the
they
Super
can
Bowl.
run-
Didn't they split?
If they
during
can
the
run the
season?
ball, if they can run the ball,
The Eagles and
So
Washington.
If they
Jalen
can run
got
the
hurt
ball, if
either
they
the
can run
first
the
or
ball
second
like
drive.
they did
Jalen
against
didn't play the whole game.
if they can run the ball like they did,
But
Kenny
they
Pickett.
split though.
They split.
They split.
Okay.
They split.
I
But
like
the second
Jaden
game was
Daniels.
like a 3-point game.
I like Jaden Daniels for
So
the
I mean,
dub.
if Jalen plays the whole game,
Shit, he beat my Lions.
I'm not gonna
who
lie.
really knows?
He sent my.
I like Saquon. You can't bet against Saquon right
Saquon
now.
going crazy right
Make
now.
sure I put a
I mean, my
parlay in.
man's dropping 70-yard touchdown runs with a loaded box. I mean,
Yeah, like you can't do nothing against that right now.
and that Rams
With
team
the best
Saquon.
offensive line.
That's what
to
I
help
said.
your argument.
So it's like-
that Rams team, what they have 7 sacks again last week. I
Yeah,
mean,
so that's like Saquon.
Even-
Saquon carrying them, but like who else did something besides Saquon in the defense?
that's all you need.
Sometimes you just gotta
You remember
win.
those 05, 06 teams back in
Then
the
he
day?
just
where
had
his
200
defense was
yards.
right there?
Then he just had 200 yards last game.
Yeah, he went crazy.
He carried
Why
them
would you
every-
give anybody else the ball if he just
Bro, you got
unstoppable?
what you saying it like they got. I
Bro,
ain't gonna say it because it's gonna be a knock. But you saying it like
Say
he
it.
got some bums at receiver.
it ain't they not bombs, but why would I throw the ball to you when I could just hand it to him and get 200 yards? What, 2 touchdowns?
Do you know when that started though? Do you like really know when that started?
Or
though?
what? When they started
Saquon
getting-
started snapping.
It
At
was
the
like-
beginning of the season, they was trying to be
They
the
was
Eagles.
trying to be.
And they realized
Just give
Bro.
him the ball.
It was,
Because
it was
this
after
man
week
is
5.
not gonna carry us to the
after their
promised
bye.
land.
I think it was week 5 was their bye. It was either week 5 before. They had an early bye. After that, they went, we just gonna run the ball.
yeah,
That's what it is.
he's not the same thing.
Because
the Ravens
AJ
did.
Brown was hurt for those first few weeks. They was looked like they was struggling in the pass game.
Yeah.
People was on the box.
When
and
the
then-
Ravens was like, we ain't bring him here to get the ball 30 times. I don't know who went and told them they did, but you see they changed that game
They
plan.
did.
Bruh, they realized this land ain't carrying us to the promised land. We gotta run the ball.
Yeah.
Throwing it ain't gonna get us there.
So you going Washington.
I'm going Washington.
I gotta go Eagles. I don't know the score.
Man.
It's gonna come down to that last possession. The cardiac commanders don't play. Let's
Spread -6.
Get the ball.
-6.
That's a spread.
Eagles.
That's what you're
I'm going
going.
Washington.
Man, I don't.
I
That's a
like the
tough
spread.
game.
I like the spread.
In my head, so last week, Jane Daniels, he played a phenomenal game, but 5 turnovers by Detroit, terrible turnovers.
Yeah.
Do we really honestly see Jalen Hurts? And that, well, we don't see that defense giving up 45 points. I'm telling you right now.
Right.
Who?
Eagles,
You say like these
But
niggas
they got to
Ravens.
score
So-
too, though.
they do.
They still
And
got to
they don't
score.
score
And they
a lot
don't
of
score a
points.
lot.
Washington going for it on fourth down.
They got a killer behind
Hey,
the center.
They got a real quarterback behind center.
I feel like this is like.
Let's look up their stats.
Who?
I feel like either one of these teams, like, man,
You got to pick.
I'm going,
I already
think-
went Eagles.
I think I'm gonna have to go.
I'm going
Man,
This Saquon year, man.
Saquon's
He
going
left.
crazy.
He left the Giants. He only thing on his mind is Super Bowl.
Look at this, 25.
I think
25.
I'm gonna go Eagles too, man. Only
Jaden
because-
Daniels top 10, 4th in QBR, 10th in 20 in quarter.
He different, bro. Like I ain't taking nothing from him. He different.
He over here convinced me, man. He over
Like-
here throwing the.
So now you're like, oh, Washington? Nah, nigga, nah.
Hey,
Make your choice, Mike. Make
It's
your
the,
choice.
it's the first time I
You
really feel
conflicted.
like I'm conflicted, bro. Like, cause
I'm telling you.
Jaden could
Saquon.
easily it could come down to the last possession. It could go down to the last possession, or it. Like he said, I'm scared if Jalen Hurts has to win them that game. He ain't had to do it really since what, like week
But
1,
do
2,
you
3?
trust
Since
Saquon?
ever.
Do you trust Saquon to win that game?
Saquon can break off a 60-yarder.
Jaden
a full box. I mean,
man. I've
gotta
got
pick.
but
hey man, I think I'm gonna go with Rel on this one.
Real, so I'm
I-
standing solo
I think
with
you're
the
gonna-
Eagles.
And if you get it next episode, you might have your bag and rights. But I think I'd rather see the storyline of rookie quarterback
I would rather see that.
versus.
But what's
man,
gonna
I'm just
happen?
saying, man, storyline's a
it ain't
storyline.
what you rather see, it's what you think gonna happen.
I think Jaden's gonna pull it out.
Okay, pause.
Pause.
I'm going. I'm going Eagles.
So as a final recap, me and Rel going Jay Daniels.
I'm
You going
going.
Eagles.
I'm going Saquon.
Well, he
I
going.
like, that sounds better than that. You know, like, when you put it like that, it's like
Saquon. Hey.
All right, for the last game of the AFC Championship, we got the Buffalo Bills going into Arrowhead. 6:30 game.
It's over with.
The spread on that
We'll
is
see y'all in the low.
-2
We see y'all in the low.
KC.
I
Over
think-
under 47.5.
It ain't gonna be that many points. They might.
What's the weather supposed to be like
It's
this
gonna be
weekend?
a
Does anybody
shootout.
know?
It's gonna be cold.
It's gonna be
cold.
cold.
It's biting out there, Vito.
It's not snowing, is it? Or is it supposed to snow?
It's biting. It's just cold.
Which I mean, I guess either one of these teams, it don't matter what the weather is.
It's cold.
I was just asking.
Because they playing it. But still,
Pacheco didn't play in that game. Charles O'Menu who didn't play in that game. Jalen Watson didn't play in that game.
what, the last game?
Hollywood Brown didn't play in that game.
They had about 3 or 4
We
guys
had
that played in
like,
that game.
we
We didn't
had
know.
like,
It's on both
So
sides.
you
I mean, you
going
can't
Chiefs?
sit here and be lopsided. Both
So you going
teams
Chiefs?
was missing.
I-
is that really a
We
question?
already know
Let
what
the
you're
people
going.
know. Let the
Hey,
people
Josh
know.
Allen can play the Steelers. I'm going with the Steelers.
Ooh, so you just
So you just
not
hating on
with
Josh
Josh
Allen. Hey,
I don't like the
hey,
Bills, period.
We saw y'all
like the
comments
Bills.
last week.
And guess
Hey,
what?
we saw y'all
Y'all can't
comments
rock
last
with it.
We saw y'all comments last week on the video.
That's cool.
He just gonna have
That's
to.
cool because they know what it is when they come to Arrowhead. That man Stephon Diggs stood out there and watched the trophy ceremony like this. Came back next year and had 1 catch for 8 yards.
I mean,
Bills can't rock with us in the office, man. We just gonna call it what it is.
Why don't you just give Josh his respect, man?
What respect? What respect? They want him to win MVP. Lamar had a better season than him.
he balling though.
Lamar's
That don't
gonna
take
win-
away.
Lamar's gonna
He
win
balling?
MVP.
Josh Allen.
Do you feel like he the reason they won that game on when they played Sunday?
Yes.
He didn't mess
Get
up.
the fuck out of here! They won because the run game and the defense turned the
What you mean
He
they
ball.
won?
had
It's a run
he had
game.
2 rushing
What do you
touchdowns.
mean?
That he
Nigga,
didn't pull from James Cook. He ain't pulling.
bro, they was at the 1 yard line.
On one of them, the other one was on like the 8.
Bruh, they was at the 1 yard
Oh,
His
one
line.
of his
longest run
touchdowns.
was I think it was a 7-yard run.
7
That was
yard.
his longest run at night. I think.
And
that
he the
was
reason
that
they won off 7 yards.
This ain't like that. This
How many
ain't.
passing yards he
But
had?
wait, this ain't.
127.
How many passing yards he had?
127.
It was
How
a,
many
it
pass
was
yards he had?
It was a snow game.
How many passing yards he had?
127.
How many passing yards he had? How many Lamar had?
254.
But he the reason they won.
Lamar was playing from behind.
He the reason they won.
Lamar was playing from behind. Why would I
Lamar was
throw the
swinging.
ball? Why would I have my quarterback throw the
Lamar was
ball?
swinging the ball.
I'm just saying though.
But they was throwing the ball at the beginning of the game.
Because
Who,
James
the Bills?
The Ravens, because we was like, bro, you just got down the field running. Why the fuck you
Yes,
throwing
it
the ball?
was, but why? If I'm the Bills, why am I throwing the ball? It's no different.
They don't
than
have
what you
nobody
said.
to throw the
It's
ball
no
to.
different than what you said about the Vikings a couple weeks ago. Why was they running the ball? They should have been passing. They
Shakur had a
was
good
up.
game. He was 6 for 7 for 67
They
yards.
up. Why am I passing the ball? They can't stop this. Why am I passing the ball?
So, hold on, so you said
it was
you
a
know
back. It was a back and forth for sure.
They up. They can't stop this. So why am I? If we running the ball, how the fuck is number 17 the reason we won? If we running the ball.
He had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Nigga, he was man,
I'm just saying. James Cook only had what 60 rushing
He had
yards.
67 rushing yards.
So it's like, what do you want him to do?
Win the game. That
Did he
shit
not
he
win
did.
the game?
That shit he did. That shit he did against KC a few years ago. It was like, oh, he played a perfect game. He did everything he could for him to win. But 15 was
We
on
already
his side.
know,
If he have a game like that and they win, I'd be like, damn, they won because of Josh Allen. He ain't do shit.
So basically, that's what he got to do this week.
Yeah, he ain't do nothing. Bro, I'm not giving no nigga no credit for
But
no
you
1 yard
can't-
touchdown.
You can't take away what he was doing though.
A 1
He
yard
led
touchdown.
his team to a win.
The defense led the team to a win, bro.
But they scored. They didn't. They
First
have
of
any
all,
turnovers?
Mark Andrews,
He didn't have any turnovers.
nigga,
Zero.
Mark Andrews
As
thought
your
he was
quarterback,
Reggie Bush.
I feel that.
Hey,
Yeah, no,
you
I'm trying to hit that.
you ain't never
Yeah,
juked
Mark-
me. You ain't never juked nobody.
Hey, Mark Andrews, look, you a
Not
dog,
you, Mark.
man.
You ain't never juked nobody. You try to juke, nigga.
Hey.
First of all, you caught the ball and went horizontal. It's on the field. There wasn't nobody right here.
Hey,
Turn
Mark.
up the
Hey,
field.
Mark, bro.
Hey, it was
What?
cold. It
You
was
are-
cold,
you
bro.
are
That
all
ball
the
slippery, bro.
First of all, no, because people
That ball slick,
You
bro.
had,
It's cold.
you had a drop on the 3rd down earlier in the game. Then you fumble because you doing shit you ain't never did. Then you
was
drop.
trying to- he was trying to make a play.
He's trying to get the first
He
down.
don't make plays, nigga. He ain't never juked nobody.
He wasn't trying
Put
to
your
juke.
shoulder down and
Hey,
go.
bro.
Right.
Like, this nigga ain't never
this
juked
energy
nobody
is
on the
the
Lamar
reason.
lost.
Yeah.
That's why he's like giving Mark that energy because Lamar lost.
Bruh, no.
Hey.
That's like Travis Kelce trying to run somebody over.
He tried last week.
That did it work? No, because not in the game.
He tried, though.
See, the young
He
Kelsey,
tried.
you know, Kelsey had that
Remember that little whack
That's
juke?
my
What you know
point.
he was
That's
trying
my
to
point.
do? I know you saw that
That's
little
my
whack juke
point.
he had when he went.
Yeah, and he made it. And he made it.
I still don't know how you made that boy miss.
Because that's his game. Because that's his
They were
game.
scared of it.
Hey, he was like,
you know Kelsey make
it's like he was like,
You know Trav make
Slow
people
ass
miss.
juke move. What the
Niggas
hell?
hate. Niggas see Mark Andrews, y'all did two different. Mark, you should have been one trying to run a nigga over. And Travis should have been the one juking. But nah, you like that's like George Kittle.
All I'm saying
George
is-
Kittle get the ball, he catch it, he run straight. Cause he know I ain't got no moves. I ain't
but
never
he be
tried to
running-
do nothing.
but George
I ain't
Kittle
got
be
nothing
running
to
through
do.
motherfuckers too.
All I'm saying is,
That's my point.
Josh
George Kittle,
Allen.
no, this is my game. I'm catching the ball, run through a motherfucker's face. I ain't juking because I can't. Who the fuck told Mark Andrews, when you catch it, make a move? No! That ain't your game!
all I'm saying is you can't negate.
Then you drop the
Josh
two, you
Allen
drop
is
the
doing it,
2-point conversion. Bro, fuck Josh Allen. He
They
ain't
ran
doing
that.
nothing.
They ran that 2-point conversion 3 times this season, and he dropped all of them.
Bro,
For real?
No, one of them
One of them was against the Steelers.
That
the other
wasn't from this year.
It wasn't this
no,
year.
Big Ben was playing when they ran that one.
Big Ben ain't never
Yes, he
played
was.
against Mark Andrews.
Bro, yes he did.
He did.
Hot man, yes
Was it like
he
his
did.
last year?
He played against Lamar. What are you talking about?
It seemed like he been gone.
Bro, you gotta think about it. Andrews and Baker played
Because-
together at
Oh, you right. You right. You
Ben's only
right.
been
You
gone
right. You
for
right.
3 seasons though.
You right.
Yeah,
You
he-
right. That's on me.
Mark Andrews is he's gonna be a Hall of
He
Fame.
is.
I don't give a damn if he go first ballot.
Bro, nigga.
You
drop
ain't.
pass.
That's like Steph Curry coming down trying to dunk on somebody. That ain't your
All
game.
right, all right.
That ain't your game. That ain't your game. That ain't your game.
Play your
That's
game,
not your
bro.
game, bro.
Stay in your lane.
Hey,
That ain't your lane.
Like I was saying, they lost that game because of the drop fumble, or not the drop fumble, but the fumble that you talking about. When he tried to shake him, not the 2-point conversion.
That wasn't a huge momentum.
That it's changed the momentum. They was driving. They was about to take the lead, or they already had the lead. I think
No, they didn't
They was
have
coming back.
They was
They was
coming
going
back.
like-
they was
driving.
coming back.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
And they was gonna take the lead. They
He
was driving.
Because he was straddling, I think, the first down line on that little.
Man, he was way past.
Was he way
Yeah,
past?
they got the first. He was good.
I don't know what he was
He
doing.
should have really just caught it and got down. I wouldn't say get down, but it wasn't really nowhere for him to go.
Towards the end zone, maybe? That nigga ran towards the
Yeah, he did
sideline.
run
But it was a safety right there
I
coming
would say
down.
he did run side.
That
to side
safety
on
was
play,
the
but-
safety, the free safety or the
Mark
left safety.
Andrews, DeMar Hamlin. Mark Andrews, Taylor Rapp. He
But
got like 50
you gotta take
pounds
the
on him.
elements into consideration too. It's cold as fuck. It's
Exactly.
0 degrees.
Exactly. That's even
The
give you-
ball slick.
That give you even
If
more
I'm
reason.
catching it, I'm going down.
You know
You
what the
said
funniest
it's
thing about
cold.
all this is?
You said
before
it's
the game,
cold.
the Baltimore Ravens social media team put nothing can stop this dude in the code, and it was Mark
Yeah,
Andrews.
no, they said the snow
What
don't
they say?
bother
Yeah,
Mark
they said the
Andrews.
snow.
And that nigga was dropping.
Hey, I saw that, bro.
The Ravens
And you
media
talking about-
team
you talking
jinxed
about-
you, Mark
You
Andrews.
talking about it's cold, it's 0 degrees. That give you even more reason to run through a nigga face. Ain't nobody trying to tackle when it's cold.
I feel
You
that.
played football long enough to know the defense ain't really trying to hit nobody when it's
Nobody
cold.
trying to
Nobody
hit.
trying to hit.
You got 50
That's
pounds.
not even the NFL
Hey,
thing.
but
That's
at the end of the day, you
Right,
can't
right.
fault the player for trying to make a play.
Yes, you
Especially
can,
a player
because
like
that's
that.
not his play to make.
But
he
he's
ain't
made plays like that before.
Juking who?
He was. It wasn't the fact. I don't think he was trying to juke. I think he was trying to reverse field and get what he could get.
That makes it
Because
not
he-
even worse.
No, because
That is not
he
his
caught
thing.
it and he started going in. And the reason why it came out, he punched it out from the front side, and it came. That's why when he dropped it, he turned around trying to look for it. He was just trying to reverse field, and he done that plenty of times in his career.
I've never seen him do that. I've seen him score a lot of touchdowns. But I ain't seen
He has
reverse
caught-
field. I seen Lamar
Not
do
necessarily,
that.
not necessarily reverse field, but he catch an and breaking route and he
Yeah.
continue to go. That's what he was doing.
Bro, you talking like this nigga Travis Kelce or something. He ain't wiggling across the
I
field
mean,
like
he
that,
is
bro.
a top tight end in the league.
He's,
Up
but,
there with Kelce.
but
so
his game is like,
And then
Drew,
he
like
used to play
strong.
too.
maybe now.
Not finesse. What? Nah, he
You're
ain't
right, you're
finesse.
You're right. I don't
The
know,
nigga
man.
already-
Mark Andrews always has some finesse. Some type of finesse.
Then you talking about
as
him
a
trying
tight
to make a
end.
play, he's trying to cut across the field. If I would have
He's trying to make a play.
I will say he was trying. He was
He was
running.
breaking in.
wide. Catch
Yeah.
the ball, everybody
Run
took,
north.
all he had to do was catch it, drop step, get upfield. He would have got 5 more yards, bro. He probably, the safety ain't want to tackle him. He probably would have broke that tackle.
True.
Bro, I didn't even go see it.
So I guess it's easy to say that you choosing the Chiefs
What? Duh.
this week.
Man, what? Man,
What's the score you got for that?
win. That's all I know.
Keep it think it was
Win. I don't even know. I like us 31, 30. Nah, it's going to be like 27. 28, 21, 27, 24, somewhere around there. It ain't going to be no crazy high scoring game. They don't got the offensive
think-
firepower to do that. And I ain't gonna lie, we got everybody back. We might have been saving it for these last 2 games. We might put up some points.
I'm gonna go against the grain and go with the Bills.
This nigga weird.
I just feel like
B, don't let this nigga ask you no questions when you come on the show. B,
we can't do that, bro.
I'm just saying.
B,
Obviously,
just answer my question.
obviously, I want the Chiefs, but it's like
It's just hard to,
Playing-
bro. It's so hard to bet against Pat. At the end of the day, like with 15 on the other side of the field,
It's like Brady. This
bro, it's hard to bet against him. Now, I heard a lot of people talking mess about the flop
Look at this.
on the sideline that he had last week. I
Look
know
at this.
you,
who's
Mahomes. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was
bullshit.
bad. That was bad. That flop was bad that he did on the sideline.
We talking about flopping? Let's talk about the quarterback he playing against. It's a whole highlight reel of him flopping. It's a whole highlight
And I
reel
talked
of him
about
flopping.
Josh when he do it too. So I'm gonna talk about 1-5 when he do it.
Man.
And you know it was bad.
Did they cut the fumble out?
Nah, they shouldn't
I
have.
went past it.
You probably went
It
past
was
it.
after this.
But yeah, it's just hard to bet against 1-5, man.
It is. I just
Right.
feel like after he beat Lamar, which he shouldn't.
He didn't beat Lamar. He ain't do shit.
After the Bills beat the Ravens.
After the Bills beat bum ass Mark Andrews.
After the Bills beat the Ravens.
Mark
How you gonna call Mark
Look at
Andrews
this.
a
Look at
bum?
look at man. Look, bro. The safety was 10 yards away, bro. Stop playing.
He's surrounded. He's surrounded.
Bro, he not even in
I
the
said he should have
screen.
caught it and went
Look,
down.
look. He not even. The safety is not in the screen.
One, two.
Yes, because he running towards them. Go up.
He's
Go
trying to run
up
around
the
the
field.
block.
Trying to
He's
run
trying to
around
run
his
the
blocker though.
That's what he was
You
saying.
ain't fast enough to get around there. You ain't got no business trying to do that.
Now, ball security was at an all-time low. That play ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
Regardless if he was trying to run, you can't
lose the
chicken
ball.
wing.
Bruh, what are y'all talking about? Why are you trying to run around the block?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The safety is not even a screen, bro. He's 15 yards away.
You're right. He should have just went upfield.
Went upfield.
He would have got tackled right there anyway, though.
And y'all would have kept the ball,
He
though.
would have kept the ball for sure.
That was
Look, get upfield, get down. Y'all don't like the 40, maybe the 35.
Yeah, that's
What-
huge.
like, bro, what the fuck? You ran to it.
because didn't they score on this drive?
Field goal.
Talking about some. He tried to get around his blocker. You ain't fast enough to do that.
Bro, when you in the game, you know you get the ball, make a play.
You know, I know.
Get the
that ain't
ball,
my
make
game.
a play.
No. When I got the ball, but that's different though. That was my game.
Yeah.
I didn't say that was different though.
That was my game.
No, because I know it ain't my game. If I see if I see Trayvon right there, I ain't gonna try to run Trey over. That's stupid.
Right.
That ain't my game. I'm gonna make him miss. Mark, who the fuck told you could juke people? Like, when
It wasn't really a
It
juke.
wasn't really a juke.
because he couldn't. He couldn't. He couldn't. That's why it wasn't. That's why it looked so bad, because he couldn't.
I want the Chiefs to win. I think that everything is pointing towards the Bills this season.
They say that every other season we scraped them up.
Yeah, he just beat Lamar Jackson.
Bro, you said that like Lamar Jackson been to 7 straight AFC championships. They got 3 Super
But I'm
Bowls.
not-
three Super Bowl
But what I'm
MVPs.
saying is, it's just everything just seemed
You
like
said
it's
he
in
just
his
knocked out the
favor.
MVP. You said he just knocked out the MVP. You said he just knocked out the
He
MVP.
did.
How many other times did the MVP go home and he had to go see that boy in red in Arrowhead?
Hey, that boy. Hey,
You talked about
that
he
boy
knocked
went
out.
far.
You said he knocked out Lamar like he knocked out Pat. Now if you would have knocked out Pat and was going to play Lamar out of game, he
You know,
knocked.
it's only one person that can do that.
No, I don't know that.
You don't know that?
Who?
Back in Cincinnati, baby.
Two people,
Bro.
one retired.
Bro, you
You're right.
keep saying that, bro. They are 1-1 in the playoffs.
Okay.
So you saying it like he just beat him like hella times in the playoffs.
And you keep saying in the playoffs, they played 4 times.
How many
right?
playoff games y'all had
They
this
played
year?
4 times, right? Total.
How many times they played
The
in the
record
playoffs?
is 3-1.
How many times they played in the playoffs?
They played twice in the playoffs.
And what's the record?
1-1.
So what are we talking about? It's 0.
When it's just
Zero.
a game,
It's
playoff
zero.
or
I
not,
think what
It's
makes it
zero.
so
They broke
impactful
even.
is that the only
They
other
broke
person
even.
to
The
beat
only
Burrow-
person to do it.
to beat Mahomes is not even playing football anymore, which is crazy stat for Mahomes to be carrying.
7 straight AFC championships. They finna 3-peat.
you're right though. I gotta.
Like you said,
I mean, you gotta stay strong on the Bills, boy. Hey,
this nigga said
I just
he
feel
beat
like it's
Lamar
just-
like he
it's
beat Pat. Like
It's made for them.
this
to
nigga said Lamar like it was Brady. Like it was Pat.
I feel like it's almost like rigged for them to get it.
Who?
The Bills this year.
Bro, they know, bro. If it was rigged for them to get it, it would have been when they had all them talented rosters, bro. They
I
ain't
feel like
getting
it's
it.
this year.
yeah, because he working with less than what he's had in years past.
So did Pat, and he won it all.
And that's what I'm saying.
He ain't Pat. His
He
best
not, he
season
not.
don't even look halfway as good as Pat's.
You're right.
His
So
best-
what's the score?
I said 28-21 or 27-24.
Last drive of the game.
It could be one of those type of games.
Nah, we go.
Isn't
It's
it
always
always
that
one
type
of
of game with them.
So
Even with
defense,
when it's
defense ain't going, bro.
even with the Ravens too.
Defense ain't going. He gone for his chain dancing. Who was buddy?
Oh yeah, man, that's a TGL league, but we'll talk about that.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick with the Bills. Bills Mafia.
Oh, this man on some. This a Bengals fan talking about some Bills Mafia.
Hey, Bengals fan, I can't like the Chiefs.
You
Can't like the Bills. They
I don't like the
I think
Bills
they
either.
dislike the Bills more than they dislike us.
it's fool's
We don't
gold.
like none of y'all.
It's fool's gold to bet against 1-5. I'm not doing it.
So Chiefs.
I'm going to Chiefs. It's fool's gold to bet against 1-5, especially in big games. Yeah, Josh has had his number in the regular season.
I ain't gonna
But,
lie.
I mean, the regular season's the regular season for a reason. It don't.
And then that defense look good too. The
What
Chiefs.
defense? What the Chiefs defense. You know we cold, we striking. Come on now, bro. You see George Karlaftis.
I ain't gonna lie that. I was about to say Karlaftis been balling. Chris Jones come in, sack.
Who they
Well,
gonna
not
throw? Who
come in,
they
but-
gonna throw the ball to? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
get it.
different
I might
wide
have
receiver
to
every week in that team. That's emerging.
wide receiver by committee.
Not this.
I mean, that's what it is. It's
you must not know
about
we got
committee.
I thought y'all got.
Scrappy ton. Scrap.
So we got
And we got a
two
running
teams.
back. We got a running back
Bill.
back. We got Hollywood. We got
I'm
a whole
going
wide
with Bill.
receiver room. Man, come on, man. Defense healthy, man.
I'm gonna go.
Put these niggas in the pack, man. Put them in the air. Roll
24-21.
Bills pack.
I'm gonna go 20. I'm gonna go 27-24. Chiefs.
27, 20.
I think it's gonna be 1%. I think it's gonna be.
It's gonna come back to that
Last drive.
Yeah.
We
for
might.
It always do with that matchup.
We might cook them. I ain't gonna lie. We might
Right.
cook them for sure.
Well, all right, y'all.
Pat
This
been
is this
saying
week of Spill the Beans podcast. Make sure y'all remember to like, comment, subscribe, show our channel some love.
Jalen
I
Hurts
really
should
appreciate it. Get over to the TikTok. It's back. So go show
Thank
the
you.
TikTok some love too. Spill the Beans. Mike, Tuck, Real.
Mark Andrews, you suck.
Hey.
Jalen Hurts, mid.
Hey.
Josh Allen, you ain't mid, but I mean, you ain't do nothing.
He
I
just
mean,
the-
you did.
He
I
just
mean,
the other guy.
We had our,
When it comes to Lamar, he is just.
Hey, we
the
have
other
people
guy.
commenting on you. That some other guy comment you made.
They-
Do you
hey.
like to clarify that? We got a couple seconds left. Do you want
Let's look at Josh Allen accolades. None. Okay, the other guy.
to clip it at? Clip it at now.
We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. Tune in with us next week.
Yeah, my nigga Dave just got smacked.
All right. Spill the beans.
Dave, right.